Welcome to Fandom of the Opera, Paradox Opera's podcast where we talk about opera, fandom, and everything in between. We're your hosts, Alissa.
And Gwen.
And something's about to happen.
It sure is.
It being 100 degrees outside.
I mean, theoretically right now it should only be like 80 degrees outside because the sun's been down for hours.
Y'all.
But it's still 1,000,000,000% humidity because
it's all
North
liquid.
Carolina fucking hates you and just says, hey, you want to step outside? It's soup. You're at soup.
Yeah. Summer needs to be over.
Mm-hmm.
I would like it to be fall, and I would actually like it to be fall forever. That's my request. Thank you.
Fall, the best season.
Yeah. When it's like real fall.
Yes.
I want vaguely overcast, but not raining. Nice crisp air, very mild humidity. I don't want to be in soup. I want it to be...
If you're going to be in soup, at least make it like a gazpacho or something.
I don't want to be wet.
That's chilled.
No, zero, no wet. This is a no wet season. No. I want a good solid 60 degrees, maybe even 59 or 58. Gentle breeze, pretty rainbow colored trees. Call it a day. That's it.
You heard it here first. We're going to have blue trees.
Yeah.
And purple.
Yeah, those exist.
I mean, those are not standard leaf in autumn colors.
They could be. That's coward talk.
You just said those exist.
Yeah.
And then I said, not like this they don't. And you were like, but that's...
You ever have heard of an evergreen? What if it's ever purple?
We're not doing this. We're 3 minutes into the episode. We're not fucking doing this.
I think we're doing this.
I'm going to set myself on fire using one of your ever purple trees for kindling. Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, if it was as dry as I want it to be, it would burn quickly. So
gonna make it so dry for you.
Extremely dry. As the desert. Lots of sand. All up in your everywhere.
It's coarse and gritty, and it gets in everywhere.
Yeah. Do you want to be licked by a cat?
I mean, generally, yes.
Yeah, well, it's that.
I love cats.
It's that, but there's no cat. It's just the sand part.
We're off to a spectacular start.
We're very good at podcasting.
On this week's episode.
So, sorry we were not here for a second. I was doing a very overwhelming long fundraiser in an attempt to raise the scary amount of money that we need to raise for the Genders of Gibberage.
Correct.
And yeah, your girl is still tired. So
yeah,
this may be a bit of a delirious episode. But while we were away, I celebrated streaming for 8 years on Twitch, which is wild and cool. It's one of very few things I have done for that long because ADHD.
Like your mother's Duolingo streak. It's the only thing you have to be proud of.
Yeah. You know, I think that her Duolingo streak is longer than my streaming career.
I would not
But it's
be
not
surprised.
Longer than my opera career, so bite me, Mom.
We're just... It's all coming out.
Yeah.
In tonight's episode.
It's midnight, as you can tell by tonight. But yeah, so I decided, like an extremely reasonable person, to do a 4-day long, 50+ hour marathon to celebrate this, all in support of Paradox Opera and the Genders of Gibberage. And we had a great time. think it was a very successful event. I still have a lot of admin I need to do.
Really
from it.
fucking well.
But yeah, we marathoned or attempted to marathon the original .hack games on my original PS2 from my childhood. I was delusional and thought I could finish all 4 of them, and I didn't even finish the second one.
So those have been added to the streaming lineup.
I'm going to finish them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, we were like, what are we talking about? But now I'm talking about that. So, retro games.
Retro games.
I hate that the PlayStation 2 is considered retro.
That makes me feel some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And the way of some kind
old.
that it makes me feel is like that motherfucker at the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade who drinks from the false grail and then shrivels to a skeleton and crumbles into dust before your very eyes.
So old.
Fucking old.
Yeah.
Fucking ancient.
Yeah.
It's homophobic.
I'm going to make you feel even older.
No, please don't.
Because it was new when I was in middle school.
Okay. Sure. I don't remember exactly when during my life the PS2 came out because I did not have one.
Well, that's fair. See, I know this very clearly because my video game history is really quite funny. So first of all, my elementary school was weird. My elementary school was kind of like really hot shit for being in the middle of nowhere, Florida. We had in our after school a video game room with N64s.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, my school was like kind of hot shit. Like,
that's wild.
Right? And so
we just had the old fucking computers.
Oh, we had those too.
With Dig Dug and
Oregon Trail.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But what about the Oregon Trail?
That is actually the name of a movie that has been made in the past couple years.
It's also another game.
Thank God.
It's exactly what you think it is.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But so I remember watching the boys play like Donkey Kong and whatever else they were playing. And I was never quite brave enough to play myself, but I was lurking and I was watching and I was like, one day.
A very likely activity for you.
I was like, one day I'm going to kick these bitches' asses.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to learn so I can show them up, but I'm not going to learn here because I don't want to make a fool of myself here.
Right. You got to get good, like, quietly in secret so that you can just show up and magically absolutely destroy them.
Right. Which is what I do now.
Correct.
But, so I was like, Mother, I would like a video game. And she said, no.
That sounds familiar.
Yes. And I said, but I would like one. And she said, too bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I pestered. And this is a lot of why I am the way I am. She said, all right, look, I don't believe in them. However, you want to earn your own money and buy it with your own money. I can't stop you. It's your money. And so in elementary school, I busted my ass doing all sorts of weird shit, mostly like pulling weeds for $0.25, and saved up enough to buy the pink see-through Game Boy Advance.
Thank God.
As one does. That was my first console. I think I was in 5th grade. And like Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. I didn't have taste in games yet. It wasn't a good game.
I was gonna say, like, we stand Scooby-Doo in this house.
Those old GBA games were just like, what is this? this is a cash grab. This is not a quality game.
Yes, there was a lot of that.
Yeah. But then, relatively shortly thereafter, I acquired Pokemon Leaf Green and the original Ruby. And then I somehow got my hands on an OG copy of Silver and I think all 3 Yellow, Blue, and Red.
God bless.
I have to go see. Yeah.
When Yellow came out, it was like... Because Red and Blue had already hit my generation like the crack epidemic.
Yeah.
But then when Yellow came out, and it was like, oh my god!
It's a Pikachu!
It's
Pikachu!
Like, you are Ash from the show with Pikachu, but it's like, hey, you've got Jesse and James.
Yeah.
It's not just like random rocket baddies.
Yeah.
Like, it is...
These are the legends.
This is the TV show. Yeah. And... man, motherfuckers went nuts for that. I remember my friend got the limited edition Game Boy Color that is like
the
bright
Pokemon
yellow.
one. Yeah.
Bright yellow front, like made up to look like Pikachu, and with the Pokemon Blue back. Yeah. And yellow version. Yes. That sure was a time. And it was like, oh wow, they're making more versions. Like,
yeah.
we got used to the idea of there being 2 versions of the same game, but now there's a 3rd version of the same game, and it's like, motherfucker, you had no idea what was coming.
No idea.
No idea what was coming.
No. And what was coming was 10 generations of Pokemon.
So many generations.
There's so many Pokemon.
There's over 1,000 Pokemon, and I'm just like, back in my day, there were 151.
Yeah, I'm like capped out at Gen 3. That's it. We stopped there.
I've gotten better at my Pokemon literacy since the advent of Pokemon Go, since they've been adding the newer generations, and since my son has been watching the newest generation of Pokemon show, which is like post Ash. It's an entirely... They
finally let him win!
Entirely like new cast. Mm-hmm. And there is a Pikachu on the main team who refuses to go in a Pokeball, but it's a different Pikachu, and he wears a sailor hat, and his name is Cap.
Incredible.
Short for Captain, not for Cap like the hat. But, you know, it's, I suppose, multiple entendre.
So, not no Cap, but Cap.
Cap. Bet.
Yeah.
Cap.
Hell yeah. Pokemon.
So, the new show actually kind of whips. One of the main characters is a streamer with severe social anxiety. So she streams in costume and like in a character. Her alter ego is famous.
But she's
like the standard like anime girl whose hair covers her eyes.
Is she hikikomori?
Like,
Is she a hikikomori?
I don't know what that means.
Does she leave her room ever?
She does now, but only because the main character has aggressively befriended her.
So she didn't before.
She was pretty agoraphobic, I'd say.
Hikikomori.
Yeah.
Great.
I guess. You just keep saying that word like I'm going to magically understand it. Some context did seep in with the repeated usage, I suppose.
Good job. You are learning more weeb.
There are several newest generation Pokemon that feature on that show heavily that I'm like, no, you know what?
That's awesome.
I fuck with Ceruledge.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ceruledge is a badass.
That's fair. Meanwhile, there's also some that are now my arch nemesis because what the actual fuck is a Palafin and why? It's an affront to God. And I hope they
It's not even like Palafin just regularly. It's specifically Palafin's hero form.
It's really bad.
where
it's an affront to God.
It is canonically
the worst.
an All Might ripoff.
It's so bad.
It's insane.
It hurts me physically.
It's a dolphin that's also a person that's also buff.
It's really bad. It's really upsetting to look at. It lives in my nightmares. It's hell.
I truly don't like.
It's hell.
I love that this has become a running gag of like hero form Palafin being.
It's bad.
Just nightmare fuel.
It is nightmare
I'm like,
fuel.
It's a dolphin.
It's a fucked up dolphin.
It's a dolphin that's standing on its tail and has arms.
It's really offensive. Look.
It is no more offensive than Trogdor the Burninator.
No, Trogdor fucking rules. How dare you? How dare you insult Trogdor like that? Whoa.
He's got the beefy arm. It looks real good coming out of the back of his neck there.
Yeah, that's fine. Trogdor is awesome.
Yeah.
Palafin is an affront to God.
Great.
Listen,
I'm glad we had this discussion.
We will put a photo in the goodies post.
Oh, we'll put a whole fucking
and
clip.
Y'all can get in the comments and tell us how fucking horrifying nightmare fuel this thing is.
On the scale of 1 to nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
I feel like buff dolphin that can stand on its tail is pretty fucking tame for a universe of monsters.
It's not about the concept of what it is. It is solely about the way it looks.
There is plenty of Pokemon that just look
bad.
Not great.
Yes. And this one is particularly offensive to my sensibilities. It's bad.
I like that you have this reaction to the buff dolphin when there's literally a Pokemon that's just a giant fucking pile of trash.
I also hate Trubbish.
/
Garbodor.
I was gonna say, Garbodor is bullshit.
Yeah.
Trubbish is kind of adorable.
That's fair.
Just so...
You know what
he's trying his best.
The other one that really offends me is Conkeldurr.
Yeah.
In large part because of the name. But also, like, Timber is so cute.
And then
they ruin it.
Well, because Timber has wood and Conkeldurr has concrete. It's just like, I bash you with rock.
It's really bad. It's so ugly. It's like a weird, like, clown construction worker.
Yes.
It's awful.
Thank you. I find Conkeldurr way the fuck worse than Hero Form Palafin.
I'd say they're about on par.
To be fair, I find Jinx worse than Hero Form Palafin.
Depends on the version. Because there's also, like, really upsetting versions of Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
Like, really upsetting. Yeah. There's just a lot of really upsetting Pokemon designs.
Yeah.
And then there's some great ones.
And
then there's also some bullshit ones, but they're still kind of cute. Like fucking Kling Clang.
It's just
gears.
It's just some gears.
It's just some fucking gears. Sinistea. It's just a fucking teacup.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know, cause fuck you, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the key one called? It's literally a ring of keys.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I forget its name. It's another like psychic steel. It's just keys.
It's just floating keys. Just fucking keys, man.
Yeah.
I'm still a big fan of Chandelure.
Oh, Chandeleur's great.
And
one of the few objects.
Lampent.
Yeah. I thought it was Lampert.
No, it's Lampent, I think. It's the candle one.
Yeah, Litwick.
Litwick, there we go.
Which is kind of great.
It's a candle.
Yeah.
And then it's a lamp.
Yeah, and then it's a chandelier.
And then it's a chandelier. Ah! And it's just like...
Goodness me! We got there.
God bless. Some people complain about the object Pokemon, and I'm just like, no, bring it on. We're playing Date Everything.
Mm-hmm. They're not Pokemon.
We are constantly...
They're fuck buddies.
Yeah, we
Don't
are...
fuck the Pokemon. Do fuck the furniture. What do you not understand about that?
Okay, so actually this does bring up a perspective of, like, some of them are, like, very clearly, like, that's an object.
Yeah.
That's an animal.
Yeah.
Some of them are just like, that's a person.
Yeah. It is kind of uncomfortable. As you said, Jinx, Mr. Mime, what the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then there's this, like, what's
up with that?
What's the...
I don't think we have time to go into the psychology of Pokemon.
Well, yeah, to say nothing of the Freudian sexuality of Pokemon.
Well, and there's also, like, there's the tier list of edibility of Pokemon that's out there. Highly recommend if you haven't seen that.
If you had to pick one Pokemon to eat.
No. I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, there are plants.
They're animate.
That's, yes, and this is... It's just like, okay, would you eat a Bellsprout?
No.
Because it's a vegetable.
Absolutely not. It's sentient. And autonomous.
Okay, but what about a Magikarp?
No.
Because we can't really say that it's sentient.
Yeah, but it's a fish. And I don't fuck with fish.
I don't fuck with fish.
I don't fuck with fish. Yeah.
That's fair.
And it is clearly a fish.
I would really like to eat a Chansey.
Do you think...
Because I'm just like, I want to know what it would taste like.
Now, would a Blissey taste different?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, they would be similar.
Uh-huh.
But it's maybe like a...
It'd have a more evolved taste.
To put a kind of alcoholic spin on things, because of my bartending days, if Chansey is a blended scotch, then Blissey is like a particular kind of like 12-year single malt. Like,
you lost me.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about eating meat, so this was already way the fuck out of your ballpark.
Yeah.
There are so many Pokemon that are just like these big pink floofs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how much of you, like, is it meat or is it like sponge?
Okay, hear me out.
Or is it...
Hear me out. Swablu.
Swablu. That's a cloud. It's a
Right.
bird who is also a cloud.
Right. So could you pull a piece of cloud off its wing and what the fuck would that be?
I would say cotton candy.
Right.
But maybe...
Is it gonna grow back?
But maybe like a not sweet cotton candy. Like it tastes like
chicken?
No, I was gonna say like rain or something.
Oh.
Like it tastes like petrichor or something. Like,
I don't know. Would it grow back? Would eating a Swablu's wings nerf the Swablu?
if you remove the wings, you take away the swab, it's just blue.
It's just a blue. So yeah, there's a tier list of Pokemon edibility. There's also a tier list of Pokemon fuckability.
Yes.
You know, look up at your own risk.
And that's not even getting into the leaks of, like the massive leak of the Pokemon data that happened a couple years ago. And it was all kinds of like lore and stuff that they like files that they had.
Oh, is this like the fucked up Pokedex entries, but that never got released kind of thing?
Some of it was
like the horrifying lore about fucking Driftloon.
Oh yeah, that it
kidnaps children.
Yeah,
and like yeah.
Right.
That
Speaking of Pokemon who are objects,
criminal. Yeah.
It's a balloon.
Yeah,
and it's a balloon that murders children.
Yeah.
Oh man. But there was the whole thing with proposed lore, and they were talking about like this is very clearly based on like Japanese mythology and things like that,
Right.
where you have these trickster spirits and they can interact with humans and they can change their shapes. And so it's talking about like way back, like eons ago, the line between human and Pokemon was blurrier, and they were much more like nature spirits than solid creatures.
Right.
But there are tales in the leaks of like people mating with Pokemon and like having children with Pokemon,
and that's where Jinx came from.
And Mr. Mime.
What do you think he's doing with Ash's mom?
I don't want to think about that.
Exactly.
Ash's mom is in a very happy relationship with Jessie from Team Rocket. Well, formerly of Team Rocket. They have... Yeah.
And Mr. Mime is their third.
No! You will not bring that filth into...
You don't want toxic Yuri? No toxic Pokemon Yuri?
Can it be Yuri when there's a Mr. Mime?
I mean, yeah, because it's still two girls. And also, who's to say that Mr. Mime is a cishet boy? That's really ist of you.
Yes, no one undermines the strictures of the gender binary like Mr. Mime. I'm sorry, King. I'm sorry, my non-binary sibling in Christ.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Can Pokemon have redemptive relationships with Christ? We know that vegetables can't. And...
Oh, I don't know. It's a good question.
Some Pokemon are vegetables.
They are, right, so I guess they're out.
Yeah. If there's one thing that we learned from VeggieTales...
It's that vegetables cannot
have a redemptive relationship with Christ.
Yeah.
Which probably means that neither can a Bellsprout.
Nope.
Which probably means that neither can...
Oddish is out. Cherubi is out. They can't.
Arceus is out.
Arceus is a food?
I was extending from the food Pokemon to the other Pokemon.
Isn't Arceus literally God?
Is Pokemon God?
Yeah. So Pokemon God can't have a redemptive relationship with itself?
Really makes you think, doesn't it?
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay, so if Arceus is Pokemon God,
who's Pokemon
Pokemon Jesus? And why is it
Dialga?
I don't know.
It's actually probably Jirachi.
Isn't that a Naruto character?
That's Jiraiya.
Oh, okay.
Jirachi's the wish Pokemon. It's the star.
What's the story, Wishbone? Oh, the little star guy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think it's Jirachi. I think Jirachi is Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So...
Don't ask me why.
Anyway.
It's just vibes.
Were you there when they crucified Jirachi?
I mean, in that case, I guess it's Mewtwo.
Sometimes it causes me
kind of Mewtwo
to
as
struggle. God damn it!
Yeah.
I was thinking
Mewtwo has Jesus vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like evil Jesus vibes.
Listen, Mewtwo's just doing their best, okay? Their existence is an affront to God, and they're just doing their best.
Just doing their best. You know what? Same.
Yeah. So retro games.
Yeah.
We took a whole detour into Pokemon Land, which honestly is great.
Yeah, we love Pokemon.
But this was a long detour to tell you how old the PS2 is. Yeah.
God damn it.
So I'm full circling us back. There is no segue.
Yeah.
We're just...
I have a very specific memory of being at my friend's house and watching the opening cutscene of Metal Gear Solid 2
Oh, yeah.
on the PS2
Yeah.
and being like, oh my god, the graphics are incredible. It's like watching a movie. This is truly Kojima's masterpiece. And
I mean, and it was at the time.
at the time, it was fucking incredible.
And I
then,
will
like,
say-
now you look at fucking, like, Death Stranding, and you're just like, that is Mr. Walking Dead.
See, here's the thing about the PlayStation 2 is it was in this really beautiful sweet spot in gaming where they were making great graphical improvements, but we were not yet at this obsession with realism. And based on the technical limitations of the console, we got all of these beautiful, highly stylized games. That is something that honestly does not happen very often anymore.
Yeah.
And so, since I was playing Dot Hack, like, this is something we were discussing a lot, that, you know, does it kind of look like a potato on my massive 1080p television? Yeah.
But potatoes are delicious.
But the resolution capabilities aside, if it were, you know, I've got a big screen here and a slightly smaller screen over here, and looking at the feed on there, I was like, oh, actually, it's really clear. It's just that this is too big and not meant for it. But all of the fully animated cutscenes are really pretty, and it's in this very highly stylized, very Japanese animation thing, but they do look beautiful. You think back to the original Kingdom Hearts, and I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 was like peak PS2. That was like end of PS2 era.
Hell yeah.
Like, that holds up. Those cutscenes are beautiful. Think about Final Fantasy X. Think about Final Fantasy
gorgeous
12,
cutscenes.
even again later in the lifespan. There's so, I mean, the list is endless. There's so many good PS2 games.
Yeah.
So many good PS2 games. But right, so I earned my own money and I bought a Game Boy, and I was very obsessed with Neopets.
God bless.
It was a large percentage of my personality. And Neopets would have a weekly poll at the time on their site. Sometimes about random things. Sometimes it was like an actual like feedback poll.
Mm-hmm.
And in comes the day. If we were to make a console video game, what console would you want it to be on? And at the time, I only owned my Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, the options were PlayStation 2, Xbox, just Xbox, Game Boy Advance. I think GameCube might have also been an option.
Oh, GameCube.
And I voted for Game Boy Advance like my life depended on it. Because I was like, this is my only gaming system, and if there's a Neopets video game and I
can't play it, I will kill myself.
Yes, exactly. this is life or death. This is life or death. So I was like, this has to win or I'll die. Well, PlayStation 2 won.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I gotta buy a PS2.
It's nice to know that you always were this person.
Yeah. And so, I kid you not, the way I was so devastated when the results of that poll came out, and I was like, well,
I gotta lock the fuck in.
Yeah. And then I proceeded to spend who knows how long earning the money to buy myself a PS2. And it's the OG fat one, so I know I got it pretty early in its life cycle.
God bless. I love an OG fat one.
Yeah. I saved up. I busted my ass back in the day when a brand new game console was $200.
And back in the day when that was
a lot of
expensive.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also like 11.
Yeah.
And I was like, you bet I'm going to earn $200 because if I can't play this Neopets game, truly my life will end. And I did it, and I got it. Do you know how long it took for that fucking game to come out?
Probably a really long time.
It was like at least 5 years.
Well, yeah, because I mean, they're just like floating the concept. They haven't even started developing the game yet. They're like, if we decide to do this thing.
No, they were like, we're doing this thing.
Oh, okay.
But like, what console should it be? Now, let me tell you, Neopets the Darkest Fairy, peak, holds up, love it, 10 out of 10. I'm going to stream it at some point.
God
I've
bless.
been threatening to do it for years, and I keep not doing it because I'm a coward. But now I've learned my lesson.
I've been meaning to talk to you about your cowardice.
You know, it's lower than others.
That's true.
But honestly, it's such a good game.
And
it's got a little bit of PS2 jank, but like, it's
but
really
that's
good.
charming.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't make you like completely unable to play the game.
Right. There's jank, and then there's like, this is broken and it is constantly
unplayable.
crashing.
Yeah.
But that still happens with games today.
Sure
So
does. Yeah, that time that Cult of the Lamb broke my Switch.
Oh no.
It cannot handle that game. There's too much going on.
Oh no.
Yeah. The Switch
Yeah.
tried really hard.
At some point I need to try playing that Hellboy game on a different console, because
yes.
the Switch also does not like that.
Yes. I mean, you should try it on the 2, because it might be fine on the 2.
Yeah.
But it's really fun to go back now, 20 years later, and
I'm gonna walk into traffic.
play these games, specifically things like .hack, like Neopets the Darkest Fairy, that are trapped on that console, that have never been remastered, that have never been re-released, that you can only play them if you have that original hardware or if you emulate them. And let me tell you, really, my only frustration with .hack now, 20 years later, is that you can't just save anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You will have made all of this progress, and if you die on the field, you have just wasted 3 hours of your life. It's gone.
God bless.
Oh, it's devastating. Oh, it hurts so bad. You gotta get good.
I'm thinking back to, actually, was the OG Resident Evil a PS1?
I don't recall.
But I was, speaking of punishing saves, I was thinking of how the original Resident Evil, you had to use an item in order to save the game.
That's still true.
It's still true?
Yeah, that's
shit.
That's like part of it. It's part of the challenge.
God bless.
I'm sure it was initially implemented as a function thing, but it has remained as part of the challenge.
As a fuck you.
Yeah.
The fact that you're like, you have a limited number of saves.
Because
you've got to use a goddamn typewriter.
Yeah. It's still.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God, I have never actually played any of the Resident Evil games all the way through. I started.
Yes, it was the original PlayStation.
Started playing Resident Evil 1 and got a little ways into it, and then was like, fuck this.
Hard.
I'm out.
I've watched a lot of them because I have several friends who stream them.
Yeah.
I love them very dearly. And I will probably never play those games.
Well, especially now that I've gotten into things like Signalis, that owes a lot of its DNA to things like original Silent Hill and Resident Evil and stuff. The limited ammo, the punishingly small inventory capacity, the constant frequent backtracking and things of like, okay, is this enemy dead? Like, I haven't burned it.
Right.
So one of the times I come, like, I've killed this thing already. One of the times I come back through this hallway, it's
alive.
going to get back, like, it'll still be there on the floor, and as I walk past, it will start jerking and come after me.
Yeah.
And like that kind of like, God, I fuck with Signalis so hard, and it's made me retroactively be like, I really need to go back and revisit some of the OG survival horror games on PlayStation and PlayStation 2. Like,
I say our friends will happily give you a tour.
Hell yeah.
You know.
There's so much about that era, and it's so
it's peak
easy.
Gaming.
It is so easy to fall into the trap of being like, yes, every generation thinks that they like had the best music and the best movies and the best like everything was better when you were a child. Yeah.
But actually everything was better in the PS2 era.
And I think that I think that you hit on something earlier when you said that it was before
the obsession with hyperrealism.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
before we had fully driven off a cliff to plunge to our fiery deaths at the bottom of the uncanny valley.
Yeah. But the beauty of it is, like I said before, it was in this sweet spot of graphical capabilities that things were getting better, but we were not at the point of this obsession with hyperrealism or really the ability to do it. And so what we ended up with was this incredible array of creativity and interesting art styles and beautiful music. Like, good God. I mean, not that there's not incredible video game music to this day, but oh my God, there are some of the best scores to anything in that era. You have, again, I mean, I will die for Dot Hack. I just think everything about that series is brilliant. Like, the music is brilliant. Kingdom Hearts is brilliant. All the Final Fantasy is brilliant. I mean, the newer games are great too, but like, fucking Final Fantasy X soundtrack is so good. It's so good. It's so iconic.
It's real fucking cool.
And I mean, there's so many.
And so many of those cutscenes live rent free in my head.
10?
Yeah,
they're so beautiful. Are you kidding me? The whole
because
cutscene of
you have
you
have the cutscenes that are like in game graphics,
right?
And then you have the like cinematic cutscenes.
Yeah,
and
I think that Suteki Dane scene is one of the most iconic video game cutscenes of all time.
And the scene where Yuna does the sending dance on the water.
It's so good.
It's
so good. It's so good.
It's beautiful.
It's so good. And like to this day, that shit holds up.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Like, it doesn't need to be anything else. It's so good. Like, I adore Final Fantasy 16. I am one of the like diehards. Final Fantasy 16 is a fucking phenomenal game. However, there is quite a lot of like the magic of 10 that it doesn't have, because it is still very stylized, but it is now in this modern era of like, it's kind of creeping more towards realism. And I adore the game. I really want to play it again. I haven't played the DLC, which I need to at some point. But there is this like kind of intangible magic to what 10 achieved that I feel like is missing from most of the later installments.
Yeah. I have an issue with games where the main character and NPCs and interactable objects and non-interactable background are all rendered in the same level of detail.
Uh-huh.
And so there is just, I keep seeing people complain about yellow paint.
Oh, right.
Which is like developers being like,
Go
hey,
this way.
this is,
yeah.
we need to draw your attention to something in the environment.
But it's so much more necessary in
the
modern
environment
games.
is so incredibly hyper realized.
Right. If it's not truly open world.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Right.
If there are walls, but you can't see them.
It's harder to tell what's important when
Right.
everything is rendered with the same
Equal.
level
Yeah.
of detail. If you're just like running around and you're like, I don't know. I'm in a whole ass city and I don't know what to do and where to go. And
yeah, I think for me, the most like frustrating recent encounter with that I had was in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The amount of time I spent lost on the map just trying to figure out where I was supposed to go was an unreasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
I have other complaints about that game, but there was a lot of that of just like, okay, it is kind of open world, but also there are certain limitations of where you can go. And I'm like looking at the map and I, in theory, believe the quest is over here, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get there.
I think
I would have loved some fucking yellow paint.
I think that Breath of the Wild is an incredible game.
Yes. And now
13 out of 10.
Now we need to stop it.
And it gave people the wrong idea, which is that we want more open world, well, that we need more open world games, because probably after Breath of the Wild came out, a lot of people were like, oh yeah, let's do more of this if it can all be this good. But it not
can't be.
It's not all going to be that good.
No. I think Breath of the Wild is a perfect game. Like, it changed gaming, and it is so good. And it is absolutely at fault for the downfall of a lot of gaming because it did change the landscape so drastically, and then suddenly everybody was trying to emulate it and most people failed.
Yeah.
And I think I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom, but I have done enough, and my aversion to going back to it, I think, tells you exactly this, of like, even they then tried to top themselves. And I do not think that they succeeded in topping themselves.
Yeah, you can't top yourself. You need to get somebody to do it for you.
Because it's too much. I find it really overwhelming.
There comes a point where you're building a giant wicker man with a dick and balls.
Oh, I was going to say, and like crucifying Koroks.
That shoot literal flames.
Yeah.
That's sort of like, maybe there's such a thing as too much freedom.
Yeah. I
maybe we have strayed too far from God's light.
Literally. I'm so overwhelmed by the quantity of content, and I'm like, the possibilities are limitless, and I'm like, and that actually
that's paralyzing.
Too much for me. I have too much ADHD for that. I can't handle it. It's really stressful. I do want to play it at some point and actually really like sit down with it, because I've still managed to avoid the spoilers, so nobody tell me how it ends, because I don't know. But
I am going to go out on a limb and say that Link fights Ganon or Ganondorf.
Unclear which one.
Whichever one of those.
Who knows?
One of those big bad G dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has some sort of emotional reunion with Zelda.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? I'll find out.
Yeah.
Someday. But...
Or maybe he just fucking dies.
Maybe. We'll have to watch the movie to find out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's just so much that opened the doors for, but I think we've kind of lost the plot in that way.
Yeah.
I also was really sad that Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero Dawn came out at basically the same time, because Horizon Zero Dawn, one of my favorite games of all time, is not quite as open world as Breath of the Wild, but is still like relatively open world. And I feel like because of that, it was really overshadowed. And it's just a completely different game with a slightly similar world mechanic. But because they came out around the same time, it wasn't trying to copy that. It's just like, it is just its own thing. And I'll be curious to see whenever the third installment of that comes out where that goes, because I do think they still handled it quite well in the second one in Forbidden West.
Awesome.
But it's gaming has gone in some weird directions. And retro games are great.
Gone in some very interesting directions. And one of the things that I have seen recently is, I can't remember what the name of the game. I think it's Mixtape.
Oh.
That just came out relatively recently. And there's been this move toward games getting like more and more cinematic. And
it's so much.
And things where, what was it? Was it Heavy Rain? Which is basically just like one continuous cutscene, but with like quick time events. Like
that's like the quote unquote loading screens.
That you, like, that's how you play. Like, you're functionally watching a movie,
and then you just push a button sometimes.
But sometimes you're making a decision, or like.
That's how people feel about Final Fantasy 13.
But I saw this video the other day about Mixtape, which has a really cool stylized visual aesthetic, and it's very kind of like cartoon-ish, but more in a like Spider-Verse way than a Cuphead way.
Love. Okay.
That, you know, like a lot of interesting colors and textures, and it's supposed to be. It is not a retro game, but it's styled that way. I mean, the name of the game is Mixtape.
Right, like it's an homage to the 90s.
Yeah. And there's this like kind of big climactic scene where your character like runs all the way across town and is like interacting with a bunch of obstacles and stuff, and like trying to get from point A to point B before a cop does or something like that. The person who is playing the game has the voiceover going and is like, I need you all to know that I have fully put the controller down. This is the emotional climax of the story.
Doing anything.
And there are all of these like QuickTime events. She puts down the controller. They miss every single event, but the character like keeps going. And so it's like there's a stumble, but there's absolutely no consequence. And she's like, you could have made a really cool animated movie. But like you wanted it to be a game. So where is the consequence?
Right.
Whether or not we participate is irrelevant, because the same thing happens either way. You hit everything or you miss everything, and you still end up getting to your destination before the cop car does.
That's weird.
She was talking about it with this massive frustration that I can really understand, because it's like,
there's no game.
Gaming is inherently interactive. It is interactive storytelling, and so there needs to be the option to fail. there needs to be some consequence for failure. Like, you don't have to die. It doesn't have to be a game over.
Right.
But there needs to be some sort of consequence to have anything matter.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can... And she did make a note that, like, there was a mini game or like a challenge at some point earlier in the game that had no effect on the plot, but that you like, that was not a load bearing plot point, but that you couldn't do that for, like, that you had to interact with the game. It was like, no, you're going to keep fucking doing this until you figure it out.
And there's no weight to it.
And there's no weight to it because it's just a random moment. Yeah. And then in what's supposed to be the emotional climax, it's like, you can put it down and just let your character avatar go on their own journey without you.
Wild.
And that is not something that ever would have happened in the PS2 age.
I mean, PS2 games are punishing.
Yeah.
In part because of the limitations, but it makes you more invested.
Yeah.
Because you have to get good.
Right. And there is a discussion to be had about the, like, people saying, like, I want to interact with this game, but I'm not good at games. Right. And so, like, can't you have a, like, no death mode or whatever? But, you know, in this day and age, it's sort of like, okay, then you don't actually have to play the game because there are a million streamers.
Right.
Like, there are playthroughs of this game that you can watch.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to, like, the developers themselves don't have to have a, like, no challenge difficulty mode so that you can complete the story with no chance of failure whatsoever. I understand that not everybody, there are accessibility concerns, and, like, there are reasons why people would not be able to 100% a game.
Yeah, here's the thing though.
But
you can have and should have really good accessibility features and options that don't nerf the game part of the game.
Yeah.
Like,
you can have I feel pretty strongly about, like, yeah, you can have an easy mode.
Sure.
But if you are demanding a mode that where you just, like, cannot die or cannot die or fail or experience any consequences,
like, what's the point?
It's just like, bro, just watch a fucking streamer.
Yeah.
Like, find a Let's Play and watch, because you want the experience of... You want the story, but you want the story without the gameplay.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Hell,
that's at least 60% of the internet these days.
Well, I say, if that's all you want, don't even watch a streamer. Just watch a cutscene compilation.
Yeah.
Like, if that's what you're looking for. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of developments in accessibility that have started to happen finally in gaming that are really important, like accessibility options for, like, vision impairment. There's some accessibility options that, like, eliminate things that could trigger epilepsy. Yes, why haven't we had that the whole time? And there's some games have really fantastic controller customization options for, like, people who have dexterity issues or people who don't have hands. Like, there's a streamer that I know, I'm gonna forget their name, that I don't remember what they have, but their hands are basically useless, and they play all their games with their feet. and they have these accessibility options to adjust how the controller works so that they can do that. But they're like a highly skilled gamer.
Hell yeah.
And so like that's kind of what I mean of like there's a difference between having accessibility options to make it so that anyone can play a game versus
accessibility to make it not a game.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And it is kind of an odd thing. So it's like, what are you getting out of this if you don't want to play the game? Why are you pretending you want to play a game if you don't want to play a game?
Yeah.
Watch a movie. I don't understand.
Well, I think a lot of people, when something is really popular, they want to be able to interact with that like world and the lore and like, I mean, I felt that way about Hades for like before I got to play it. I was like, oh my god. I was like watching all of the
but you didn't want to not
trailers.
play the game.
Right. And so like I wanted to get into that world because I'm like, I fuck with Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Everyone in this game is so hot.
So hot.
So unbelievably hot. And like, I like put this in my veins yesterday.
Yeah.
And so basically the way that I interacted with it until I got a console and just fucking played the game was I just followed a whole lot of artists on Twitter who were making horny fan art of all of the hot gods and demigods and...
As one does. But that's different.
Yeah.
It's kind of a parallel conversation to not all art is for everyone. That's the point.
Yes.
If it's for everyone, it has no teeth. And it's okay for things to not be for everyone.
Yeah.
And that is true of games too. Games are also art.
Yeah. And a game that has a very strong style and a clear point of view is going to really, really resonate with some people.
Yeah.
And
not others.
Not with others. And that's...
And like vice versa.
Fine.
I find that the large majority of AAA games that are very hyper-realist, I could not care less. I have zero interest in them because I don't find them stylish, and I don't think that they're bad games. I just don't care. They don't spark excitement for me, which takes us back to the whole PS2 conversation. Like, of course, that's the kind of thing that I love because, again, that's sort of what's special about that era, but that's also the era of games that raised me. And I also just had this thought while we were talking about this. It makes so much sense that I love the Hoyoverse games the way that I do because they are in that style.
Yeah.
That they are very much their own hyper artistic, brightly colored, stylized things. They're not at all trying to be real.
Yes.
And they're just so stylish. It's also why I love Persona. That like there's a stylishness to them. Yeah. That for me is something that's really important in gaming. That the visual language also excites me as well as the gameplay.
Yeah, I've gotten to a point where I am actively turned off by seeing like really, really cleanly, realistically rendered 3D.
Yeah, me too.
Stuff. I'm like, one of the most recent games that I downloaded was Hyper Light Drifter.
Oh, great game.
Which is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is beautiful, and it's all pixel art. And then after that, I went and downloaded Vampire Survivors.
Vampire Survivors goes so hard.
It goes so hard, and it's all fucking pixel art.
And I will say, if you're unfamiliar, we'll link this, but the music in Vampire Survivors...
It whips, bro.
Has no right. It has no right. It is so good. what the fuck? Like, you look at this little, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, derpy looking pixel game.
Yeah.
And it has one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a long time.
It whips.
It's so good.
Pun semi-intended.
It's so, yeah. Oh, it's so good. And the gameplay is relatively simple, but it's just fun.
I mean, the gameplay is literally, you're just using the directional stick. Like, you're not even pressing any buttons except to select whenever you get the whenever a menu thing pops up. Yeah. You select something. But other than that, you press 0 fucking buttons. You are just moving your character around, and everything else is happening on its own. And it is still somehow one of the most wildly addictive.
They are
such insanely fun.
They're very clever in their game design because it really does target the neurodivergent brain. It's so bright, flashing colors. The sound effects of picking up the experience.
You're just like, evolved whip go. Brrr.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's a great game.
And so
it's on everything. It's like $3. Y'all should play this game.
Yeah. I'm sure Insomniac Spider-Man,
it's probably great,
is fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it.
I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man fucking raised me. Yeah. Not literally, but
no, the wolves raised you.
Correct. Yeah. Like, Spider-Man has been my favorite since I was a small child, but it's also like, I don't feel the need to go seek out a new console to go play this like hyper realistic game where I swing around a city and fight bad guys. Like, I'm like, there are all kinds of games with much more limited graphics that use that limitation in interesting ways. As like, this didn't, like, I assume that Slay the Spire, for example, didn't cause an entire studio like months worth of horrifying crunch.
Well, I don't know anything about the developer, but I hope not.
I sure hope not. But like, I feel like a lot of the problems that we hear about with work-life balance and all kinds of stuff like that is partially due to this pursuit of extremely hyper-realistic stuff.
I mean, I think it's a combination of that and capitalism.
I mean, also, yes.
But they could just take their time. God forbid.
Right. I would love... This is just, like... I, at this point, actually prefer a game that looks worse because, in my eyes, it doesn't look worse. It looks interesting, and it looks compelling, and it sets an atmosphere and an expectation.
Part of the reasons that Hades is so successful is that Supergiant not only does not believe in crunch, but they have forced vacation.
Yeah.
They're like, go home.
Yeah.
Stop working.
And
we will wait because the product will be great.
Yeah. And it's intensely stylized and gorgeous to look at. I would so much rather look at that than the newest
Call of Duty.
I don't even know if they're still making Calls of Duty.
I think so.
I don't. That's how little I care. I don't care. Does it have shirtless Greek gods who want to fuck me? No? Then I don't care.
What about GTA?
Does it have... I was into Grand Theft Auto in high school.
Yeah.
It just doesn't carry the same appeal anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah, like, there have been quality of life improvements. The graphics have gotten better. There's more stuff you can do, but it's still like you're running around a city, you're stealing cars, like,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
But it's not going to like give me 1,000 more inscriptions before
Yeah.
GTA 6. Like,
Yeah.
because one of them is a linear,
Right.
much substantially shorter game
Right.
with much more limited graphics, and it blew my fucking mind.
Yeah. I really do think that we have moved past the era of limitations begetting creativity, and it's a shame.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been our rant
on why retro games are the best games.
Yeah. We were raised in the 90s.
Back
and
in the 90s.
PlayStation 2 is just the absolute pinnacle of gaming.
Look, don't get me wrong. I love my PS5.
I love my Switch.
Have put so many hours into so many games. It's kind of embarrassing. But the PS2, man. And the GameCube. Fucking Pokemon Coliseum. Whoa, we didn't even go there.
Yeah.
We went on a whole Pokemon rant, and I didn't even get on my Coliseum soapbox.
It's coming back.
Yeah, I need
Allegedly.
it. I need it yesterday. I'm so upset. I'm just going to go steal my GameCube back from my mom's house at some point.
Hell yeah.
Because fuck it. We do OG hardware here.
Fuck it, we ball.
If you know, you know. Pokemon Coliseum is the best Pokemon game. The end.
The end.
Hasn't been a better one since. It's so good. It's so good. If Pokemon was that, I would play Pokemon again. I'm so bored of the current games because it's just the same thing over and over. Which is why the Legends series is kind of interesting, but it's broken. And Coliseum, it's not broken.
I mean, I don't know that I am going to find a game I like more than Leaf Green.
Because it's peak. Here's the thing, though, because when we get our hands on it, you're going to play Coliseum. It is nothing like your mainline Pokemon games. At all.
God bless.
Which is what's so refreshing about it. Like, it is in the Pokemon universe, but it's like just a real JRPG, basically.
Fuck yeah.
It's like its own
It's like
thing.
the acolyte of the Pokemon universe.
Yeah.
It is technically the same world, but it's its own fucking thing.
It really is.
That's refreshing.
Yeah. I cannot describe the feelings that Coliseum and then later DX give me. It's like it's different than your mainline Pokemon games. So
hell yeah.
at some point, whenever that happens, we'll have to make an episode on it.
Yeah, we'll have another episode where we yell about Pokemon.
Yeah, but it's just Coliseum.
Just Oops All Coliseum.
Yeah, currently trapped on the GameCube, allegedly coming to the Switch to Virtual GameCube. DX has come out, but Coliseum hasn't.
That's
make
homophobic.
It make sense. I don't know why they did that, because DX is the sequel. The direct sequel. Why would you do that? Why? Nintendo. Why?
Because they hate
me
you specifically.
I
Get
know.
the fuck out of my head.
I know. I just need to go get my GameCube, because my GameCube has a skin of this Pokemon game on it, by the way. Like, that's how much I fuck with this game.
You skinned a Pokemon?
Yep.
I thought you were vegetarian.
I skinned a Lugia.
Is that okay as long as you didn't eat it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do wear leather shoes. Call me a bad vegetarian. My feet can't handle the pain, man.
You're a bad vegetarian.
Great. At least my feet don't hurt. You've been listening to Fandom of the Opera. The music you heard at the beginning and end of the podcast is an excerpt from Calling for Jane by Rachel Dean and Aaron Reifler. You can find us on social media. Me at Divatron9000.
Me at Barrett Owned.
You can email us at fandomoftheoperapodcast@gmail.com if you have questions, comments, or anything else you'd like us to know. Huge thank you to our patrons on Patreon for being a part of this community and for helping us continue to make this podcast a reality. A special shout out to our patrons, Cindy, Chuck, Olive, and Sup Boo. You can join our Patreon for free or at any of the paid tiers if you like what you're hearing and you want to get more of the exclusive content related to this podcast and also Paradox Opera. Your support helps make all of the work that we do more possible. Again, if you like what you're hearing, please consider subscribing, rating, leaving a comment, interacting with this podcast in any way. It really helps get new ears and eyes on the work that we are doing.
We love new eyes.
We sure do. And ears.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.